Hello everyone and welcome to week number 10 of the 2015 season, the Emerald Madden League here on Madden NFL 15 for the Xbox One. Getting set for a Thursday night battle against the 1-6-1 Cleveland Browns. We're coming off of just a sickening loss in week 9 against the Buffalo Bills. You talk about making mistakes and shooting yourself in the foot. I didn't shoot myself in the foot in that game. I blew my entire leg off, so let's start to get the ball rolling on this. I'm going to go with some alternate jerseys since we're going in prime time. Yeah, so if you didn't watch the last game, the large and small of it was that I was up 7-0 going towards the end of the first half, driving in for a touchdown, threw an interception in the end zone, and then took the lead in the second half and gave up the tying touchdown with about 30 seconds to go in the game. Decided that since I had all 3 of my timeouts, I would try and get in a field goal range and threw an interception. The intercepting player was tackled with about 1 or 2 seconds left, and the Bills kicked a field goal to win it instead of playing for overtime. So yeah, lesson learned, really dumb mistakes on my part. So hopefully we will have a better showing here today. So as we get ready to start this one, we'll go over the usuals. If you're interested in an online connected franchise league, head on over to iongamecorner.wix.com/iongc, the Madden 15 page on the right hand side. I'll give you all of the rules, info, and teams that are taken for both the Xbox One League and the PlayStation 4 League. For the Emerald Madden League on Xbox One, you want to contact me. My name is Arethius on Xbox Live. You can also reach me via email, iongamecorner@gmail.com, or on Twitter @iongamecorner. And if you follow me there, you will get notified as to when I go live. That's a return there for Ace Sanders. For the PlayStation 4, the quote-unquote better platform league, as they call themselves. So for the PlayStation 4 League, you want to talk to Nick. You can reach him on PlayStation 4, obviously on PlayStation Network. His name there is Kagone, Kagone. And you can also reach him on Twitter @NickOliveira87. So there you go. So nice little kickoff return, and so hopefully we can get some offense going to follow up with it. Well, probably should have audibled out of that play, or at least sent it in the other direction. 3rd and 2. We'll try and throw for it here. I'm actually going to change Robinson into an in route.
3rd and 2. He'll throw it over the middle.
I figured what I was hoping for there is that if they were in some kind of a zone, that I would be able to get it to Robinson there in the middle, because I didn't. If they're in a zone, it was going to be a little bit tougher to get that comeback route, which was the primary.
Robinson's in the slot, and Matthews is going to secure.
So it'll run on first down there. So there was some discussion in our Facebook message thread for the league. That's another thing, is if you join the league, you do have the option, if you want to, joining in on our Facebook chat. Just helps guys plan their games when they have to play against another player a little better. And so there was some discussion about changing the difficulty level. I know I've probably talked about this before. A couple of the guys, right now we're on all pro, and if a couple of the guys want to go to all Madden, Oh, ball's in the ground. All right, so we'll continue that thought in a second. So 4th and 10. Yeah, we'll punt here. If it was maybe 4th and less 5 or less, might have considered going for it, considering where we are on the field. Let's not fight this wind. Come on, get out. It looked like it was going deeper than it did. So, we're playing right now on All-Pro, and some guys are putting up some really crazy numbers. I'm not, and I actually had this discussion with Nick, who runs the PlayStation 4 League, today, and I'm not concerned about wins and losses. I mean, I don't particularly care. I mean, if someone goes 16-0, that's great, but as long as they're not going 16-0 and putting up, 60, 70 points a game. I mean, that's when you start to get into the ridiculous. So, but we've got some guys who are putting up some really gaudy numbers. I know, like Jeremy, the Seahawks last week. I think he had 60-plus points. It had to be at least 63. Had 9 passing touchdowns of Russell Wilson. So it's like, I mean, that's a little bit out of control. So I've come to the decision that we're definitely going to bump the difficulty up a little bit, which is certainly not going to benefit me any. Sitting here at 5-3, and I have trouble beating the computer every week, but I'm not so worried about that. But it's just a matter of whether we go back to All-Pro. I might have mentioned this earlier, is that we started the first season on All Madden. We started the first season on All Madden, and it was a little bit disastrous. I mean, guys were really, it was really frustrating for people to play. And I mean, trying to toe the line between challenging and frustrating. So I've got to find that kind of delicate balance. But so the kind of the decision will come down to, and we'll probably end up putting it to some kind of a vote at the end of the season. Come on, guys. You gotta actually block there, guys. Comes down to whether or not we go right to All Madden, or if we do some kind of a custom setting that is somewhere in between All Madden and All Pro. Because, and I haven't actually tinkered with it this year, but I'm assuming that they didn't change it that much, is that when you play on, the difference basically between All Madden and All Pro is that the player skill level for all of your settings is 25 on All Madden and it's 50 on All Pro. Oh. Where to go with that one?
Really good job by the defensive coordinator. Good time to call that play.
Throw that one away. So yeah, so the idea would be to maybe set it somewhere in the middle, so you're looking at 37-ish if you really want to get technical. So I think, and I mentioned this in that Facebook chat today, is that we're in a better position, or I'm a little bit more comfortable with the way that things are going in this second season, upping the difficulty, than I was in the first season. The first season we had 4 of us in the AFC, and only 1 of the 4 of us made the playoffs. And the NFC, I think by the end of the season we had 6 people. I think we ended up with 6 in the NFC, and 4 of the 6 made the playoffs. So it was, but right now, as things kind of stand now,
the Jaguars come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide.
Short.
Second and goal from the 7.
Oh, another interception in the end zone. I'm not learning my lessons at all. What was I? Oh, so as it stands now in the league, if everything was to kind of stay on track with what they are now, we would likely, I think, have potentially have 3 of the 4 guys in the AFC make the playoffs, and all 6 in the NFC would make the playoffs. So, whereas you have less people who are struggling, I think it's a little bit easier to justify bumping things up a little bit. So that's going to be one of the considerations that we look at going in towards after the season wraps up. The other one is, and I just mentioned this briefly, and actually no one had anything to say about this one yet, is considering, because as of right now, how the league is structured is that players have 4 days from the beginning of the new league week to get their game in. This is something that I've actually carried over. This is now the 3rd year that I've run an online league in Madden, and the idea going into it when I put the original league together was that that it wasn't unreasonable to ask people to play 2 games a week. And I know there's a lot of leagues out there that are a lot more hardcore, and guys play every day or every other day or something like that. But you know, it's tough. I mean, people have a life outside of video games and outside of Madden. I know if you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, that might come as a little surprise to you, but yeah, this is true. So, and especially when you get player versus player games, you know, people have to work, people have, you know, they have to try and match up their schedules. So we settled on 4 days because that would basically more or less be 2 games a week, give or take, you know. And it's worked pretty well, but this year it seems like the guys for the most part are playing pretty quickly. I mean, we're generally not. I'll start. Yep. I mean, we're generally not going to the full 4 days very often, so it's going to be something that we just bring up, and if enough people want to do it, then we might drop it to 3 days. See how it works. It's still going to be tough, I think, sometimes to plan games against other players, but seems to be a pretty quick playing crew this year, so there we go. So enough about this. So that's pretty much kind of where the league in general is right now. Focusing on what's going on in the field right now in front of us. So at a really good drive there that I choked away by throwing an interception in the end zone.
On the offensive side, but now you got 3rd and long, and that list is shrunk down to just a couple plays.
So hopefully we get the 2-minute warning here. Hopefully we can get off the field here on this 3rd and long. Give the offense another crack at it before the end of the half, because I will not be receiving the ball in the second half. So it will be very crucial to try and put some points up before the end of the half. Come on, get to him. There we go. So that's going to lead to a punt. So we're going to have a long field to deal with, because this is probably going to be a touchback.
And they stopped the offense that time.
There we go. So minute 49, all 3 timeouts. And we got the length of 80 yards for a touchdown, but doesn't need to be a real big sense of urgency yet. The one thing I don't want to do is have a real quick 3 and out. If I had another second to wait to throw that ball, that could have been big. That safety was creeping up and looked like he was going to step right into the route, but then he kind of stepped up a little bit further, which opened that up for shorts.
The Jaguars take it from the 33.
Oh, terrible pass by Bortles there. He had Lewis wide open.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Lee's a receiver in the slot. The Jaguars take it from the 33.
Ooh, I didn't read that well enough. Should have gone to the receiver on the out pattern there. So here's what I was talking about. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 10 here. Excuse me, with just under a minute and a half to go. I'm actually going to send Robinson on a slant.
They'll go shotgun here.
There we go.
Got it. First down. First down here after the completion.
Do a little no huddle here. So we're getting down to about a minute left.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Lewis got it on a pass, had some heat on it. Gains 17.
I'll go no huddle one more time here, and if we complete this, probably consider burning a timeout just to kind of relax on the pace a bit. Now we'll go one.
Here we have 2nd down. Wasting little time. Out of the shotgun. He'll fire it out to the left.
Ugh. Gotta hang on to that. Alright, so we're looking at a 3rd and 2. 35 seconds left, all 3 timeouts, so basically have the use of the entire field. So we don't need to try and force it to the sideline.
Lined up in the slot.
Lewis is going to be my primary, but I'm also going to be looking at Lee depending on what this middle safety does.
Standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Complete to Lewis. That's
Alright, so with the first down, so we will call a timeout here. 28 seconds left.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Empty backfield look for Bortles here.
Alright, so we're looking at Blackman here quickly. Well, not quickly, but as my first, but also keep an eye on Lewis. If this is in a zone, Lewis probably gets open on this. Hang on to that ball. There we go. Use the second timeout there. So we got 1st and goal from the 8 here.
First down here after the completion. The Jaguars.
Alright, so my primary on this is actually going to be Lewis, and then I'm going to be looking at Shorts coming across the field.
Bortles gonna take the snap from the shotgun.
Get in there. There we go. Interesting to see Bortles' passing numbers, because we're looking at almost 2 field-long drives all through the air. Look at that, 132, 143. That is a solid half for this Jaguars team. Sadly, it probably should be at least 10-0, if not 14.
And he'll start his return.
Oh, interesting looking tackle. So I assume that they are just going to run this clock out here.
First down here.
We will head into halftime.
We'll take it from the center. Tate's taking the handoff. Good piece of tackling.
All right, so that'll get us to the half. 7-0 lead. Pretty dominant first half, more or less, even though the score only shows 7-0. Defense is, they drove a little bit one of those drives, their last drive, but offense is working pretty well. The first drive, even though it didn't score, got down into their territory. The second one got basically into the end zone. So, stupid decision away from being up 14-0.
Now marches onto the field. Offense lines up here. And now here's the first snap of the second half.
Get him. Ooh, ball's on the ground. Oh my God, big offensive lineman picked that up. He was running.
Nice job that time by the offense. Even though they fumbled it, at least they were quick enough and smart enough to get it on it right away.
It's now
No, it's a heck
down.
of a fumble there.
They've come out in the dime package. From the shotgun. Out to the left. With two
Oh, come on.
hands, he has it.
Leslie, what are you doing? You gotta cover better than that.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Looks down the field.
Basically
Nobody
negated
open,
that
so he throws the drag
sack
route,
and fumble.
coming across the field, and it's a nice catch, just short of the first down.
Boyer's setting up now in the pistol. Third down and 3. Looking
Ooh.
for some daylight up the middle.
Quarterback
Nice
draw.
tackle.
Quarterback option or something.
Well, I think we all know the situation
That
here.
Brian
It's a close
Hoyer.
game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh my
I wonder
God.
if that's in
That
the
opens
Browns
up
playbook
many more
specifically because they drafted
possibilities. What you
Manziel
can
in this
do on
game.
the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
First down at the 30.
Brian Hoyer is not
He's looking to the
the guy
right
who's
here
going
on
to
this
take off
throw.
here. Oh, what a grab.
High for it, and he's got the catch.
Jordan Cameron.
Well, the way the rules are in the NFL now, you can't hit the receivers, you can't hit the quarterback, and if you give the quarterback,
So he was just throwing that away, and somehow Cameron went up and got it. So the defense is start buckling down here.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. Second down after going to the ground game the first play. The handoff to Ben Tate. Breaks free.
Come on. Bring him down.
Gaze there to make the stop. The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run. Just a quick drop back. Looks to his left.
Ooh.
It's an interception.
Nice grab.
He's in the clear, the 30. And he's brought to the ground.
Terrible pass, but
nice
nice pick by Gratz.
Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
They face first down. Matthews takes his spot in the backfield. Toss to the outside.
Ugh.
Going to be a tackle for a loss.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Wide receivers are bunched up. The Jaguars will take the snap from the 25. Throws to the right. Got the complete.
Oh, stay in bounds, man.
The Jaguars continue to try to find something that works in the passing game. Bortles had to deal with another rough outing.
Yeah, it's been rough. Listen, the play calls are definitely not helping him out, and I'll give the defense a little credit. They've been sharp today.
What's wrong with my play calls?
Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Third down and 7. Justin.
Yard short, maybe.
Defense has ruled today's game, Phil.
Yeah, the defense is dominating, and I'm going to be honest. It's
Oh,
fun
2 yards,
to
no.
watch. Every once in a while, I like to see
Take the field goal
offense
here.
take a beating.
Not screw around.
The NFL, it's all about the offense. It's nice to see the defense dominate.
The kick is good.
Well, the defense is going to be excited. They come out
No sense in risking not making it there on fourth down.
But they stop them.
Take the basically sure 3 points and extend it to a 2-score game.
Benjamin's got a chance for a return.
Especially where the defense has been playing pretty well.
Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
Despite how the last game ended, I
They
still
come to the
trust my
line of
defense.
scrimmage. First down. Takes line lined up behind his quarterback as the single back.
And as I say that, we get gashed by Ben Tate for a 10-plus yard carry.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
Oops.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
At least I'm in a formation I wanted to be in.
It's Tate in the backfield. Throws the pass. And this will go in.
Nice deflection there.
Got a hand on the pass and knocked it away.
He's such a smart linebacker. That's one of the reasons why he was able to knock that pass down that time.
Send the nickel
He
corner here.
diagnosed the play. He saw what it was going to be, got himself in position, and he made it happen.
The handoff.
Ooh, that worked out well. I was a little late in audibling my corner over to the other side.
You're going to have plays like this where they pick
Turned out that he was right in the middle where that run play was going, where the snap happened.
Keep running it, and it'll work.
The defense comes out in the nickel. 3rd and 9.
Screen. Oh,
Muscles through the defender.
get him.
Incomplete. Looking underneath that time.
This is what separates offensive lines in the NFL.
I don't know if other people seem to have this happen to them, but I seem to have at least a play a game where a quarterback just shrugs off a defensive lineman like that.
Well, the answer to this one right now is no.
Judging by the sack numbers and some of the people are putting up in this league, I would say that they are not seeing that.
And this will end up in the end zone for a touchback.
All right. Go shotgun. We've had some success passing the ball, so go shotgun. Still gonna, not gonna abandon the run. Obviously, up 10-0, getting ready to go into the fourth quarter.
And the carry to Ryan Matthews, and that's a gain of maybe 5.
It's always good for the quarterback to really do
I don't have to snap this ball.
Right before the draw play. Get the defensive lineman up the field, get the linebackers dropping back for pass, and there's an open gap that the running back took advantage of.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 25.
Hey, I did it now.
Robinson's got it, and a first.
Oh, who's hurt? Huh.
A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out.
It is not the guy who was missing an arm after that. It was hurt. It was, in fact, one of the Browns.
They're back at the line after that
Interesting.
catch for a
It was,
first down.
Interesting little glitch.
One more snap, and that'll end the quarter. Robinson's got the catch and the first.
There we go. That'll bring us to the fourth.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that
So,
completion.
we're going to basically look to control the ball here. Still not going to completely go close to the
Here
vest.
is the first snap of the final quarter. And Matthews is
But I'm
brought
also,
down.
hopefully,
Looking ahead, the
knock on wood,
Jaguars
not
will
going
be
to
playing
force
at home
anything
next
that I don't
week,
need to
while
force.
The Browns will also be playing at home next week. After running it, it's second down. The defense comes out in the dime. Bortles going to take it from the gun. Complete to Lewis. That'll put them in what we call plus territory. Lewis been the go-to tight end today, Phil, and really getting it done.
Huh.
Yeah, if you want a great passing offense,
play action
you
here
need
on
a
third
tight
down.
end who can really
Didn't think
force
I
the
was
defense to
relying on
cover
Lewis as much as I have been in this
and
game.
especially deep down the field, this tight end can do it all.
3rd down and 2. Play action. Lewis has got the catch and the
As I say that, I dump it off to Lewis again.
Sometimes it's good protection by the offensive line, and sometimes it's just bad defense. They can't get to the quarterback, and that's another completion by him.
split back. Now 1st and 10. The catch is made. Robinson
No need to wait to see if
first as he's brought down.
Shorts was going to beat his coverage there when
The offense gets another first down. You can tell by looking down on the field.
you have
the
a
defense, hands
guy
on their knees.
completely beat
They
his guy
are
right off the
getting
line in a
tired.
slant.
Split backfield
Don't waste any
here.
time getting the ball. That's an easy pitch and catch.
They'll run it. Here's the handoff. And Matthews is brought down.
Good job by the defensive line, standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
This is not a very
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running
Al-like
first down.
performance here for these Jaguars.
The Jaguars line up, split backfield.
They only have 8 rushing attempts here in the fourth quarter.
Matthews on the screen. He's he's tackled beyond the markers. That's a first down.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
First down here after the completion. Lewis, a tight end, but now shifted into the backfield.
So I have to see what these linebackers do here.
Drop back, shotgun formation.
There we go.
On a pass that had some heat.
First down? First and goal from the line. All right, now we will button things up here and go into the goal line.
So what will the offense do? They better be creative. That's all I know.
What a drive this has been. First and goal. Right, and he's in for the touchdown.
And that is how you cap off a drive.
Is going to run the football. And what do they do here? They run it and they get it done. That is power football at its best.
The Browns now have even more work to do to get back into this one. Scores 17-0.
So, I think it's safe to say that I pretty much put this one out of reach. But now, we shall see if the defense can preserve the shutout.
It's Tate in the backfield. From the shotgun. Throwing now to his left. It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious
that was just
about
a
what
drop.
you're doing.
No excuses there.
Hoyer's going to be in the pistol here. Second down and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. Brought down at the 26.
That's a good job that time by the quarterback getting that pass completion. Now it makes third down very manageable for him.
Tate's in the backfield. Single back set. Three-step drop. Finds his mark. Well, they convert this time, but they've
That
had
coverage
a
is
tough time all
just
day long on
begging
third down.
short throw.
Receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first
All right, so 2-minute warning.
2 minutes to go.
They've moved the ball to 42. Their own 42.
First down on the way.
So now we'll start seeing the sense of urgency and the hurry-up offense.
Lined up now as a slot receiver. Warriors back in shotgun formation. Makes the reception. He's going to be tackled right around the 40.
Didn't think that I had jumped off sides there. Probably would have had a sack.
First down. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. Looking to go down the field here.
Oh, come on. You're going to cover 4 there. How did they throw it over the top?
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. They get set quickly, ready for another snap.
Not so much for the shot.
Well, it's first and goal. I think a lot of defenses are thinking run here, and so the offense,
to my
they
wife,
call
who was
a
sending
nice
me a text
play,
about
very
dinner.
deceptive. They throw
Let's
the
replay
football
this
and they get the easy touchdown pass.
All right.
Browns for the point after.
Let's get the ball back, and let's run this clock out.
It's good. The Jaguars will get the football back here off the kickoff, but their lead.
Thankfully, the
has been
Browns couldn't do that
reduced.
the
Here in
entire game.
fourth,
This would have
the
been a much
scores
different game.
17
Oh, onside kick. What am I doing?
That's a
Now,
timeout
let's get the
call.
hands team on there. I am not going to need these timeouts, so let's make sure that we don't have a linebacker
Line up
trying
here
to
for the
field this.
onside kick. They want that football back. Brought down at the 41-yard line.
All right, so they're going to use their timeouts. So let's see if we can't. Haven't had much success running the ball in this game, so we've had some good plays, but also haven't run a whole lot. So
Lines up here. First down at the 41. Dansby's in on the tackle. The Browns are going to burn the first.
So we're just gonna run here and just force them to use these timeouts.
Following the run.
What about this the other direction?
And the give to Ryan
The
Madden.
poor fullback had no idea where he was going on that play.
A timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, so let's see what we're looking at here. 3rd and 5. So we'll go play action here. See if we can't pick up the first down. And not have to worry about giving them the ball back.
Play fake.
There we go. Stay in bounds. That right there is the game. So at the risk of getting someone injured or fumbling, I don't want to do that. So I'll go into a run here. Give Matthews a couple more carries. And that's right, they got that other timeout they're going to have to use. I couldn't stay in bounds that last play.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Offense lines up here. Back to him, middle. And he's tackled some 3 yards away from a first down.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Let's go with my Jaguars are up by a lot. Once a game, give the ball to the fullback on a handoff.
And they knock him down just a yard away from the first.
About managing the football
I am
game.
not
That's
going to
why
kick
they
this
ran the
field goal
football
here.
right
I'm
there.
going to run
Not
one
a
more
big
play.
gain, but sometimes you have to be predictable. You have the lead. You're trying to get rid of the clock. You got to run it.
The coach is going to go for it. Feeds him.
Oh!
Nowhere to go.
Look at that
This
penetration.
will be a loss of 3.
That's all right.
Good job by the defense. Their team is down.
All
It's in the
right,
second
quarter,
half.
3
And the
deep,
opposing
prevent.
offense, what do? They go for it on 4th down. You are ready for the play. You make the
Audible
stop.
and,
That'll turn things around.
Nice, deep zones.
First down and 10.
There's all day to throw.
He's going to throw it down the field.
Oh,
He
gone.
nearly comes up with the pick
Should have
on
had the
that.
interception there.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
It's Tate in the backfield. 2nd and 10.
And again, he shrugs them off.
Almost intercepted.
Oh, should have had a
It's a
sack
big
there.
performance in front of a prime-time audience and a sweet victory in the end.
Of course, the players are not thinking about the fact that, hey, a lot of people are watching this.
So
here
good
today in this
victory
game,
here.
But when you win,
Still
you
some
sit
things
back
to
and
clean up,
think,
obviously, like that
everybody
interception
was
in
watching this, and you
the end
played
zone in the
well.
first quarter.
That is some great experience.
I could definitely use some improvement. I gotta stop doing it. So let's go into the stats. Let's see. A good game for Bortles there. 24 of 28 for 243 yards, touchdown with that one stupid interception. So, let's see, rushing. Not much going on here. 14 attempts, 30 yards for Matthews, a 2.1 average. Didn't get the touchdown, so you had him on your fantasy team for this week. How nerdy would that be, doing a fantasy league based on a Madden league? That's hardcore right there. And let's see, receiving. Mercedes Lewis, 10 receptions for 109 yards. And had my touchdown. Shorts did, that's right. Didn't even look at Brown stats. 10 of 17 for Hoyer, 158, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, so not much there. 12 for 48, 4-yard average there for Tate, but obviously the way the game shook out, they couldn't run with him as much. Jordan Cameron, that ridiculous sideline catch, 3 for 54. A couple sacks in the game, not much yet. Anthony Bryant, Kratz, Deshaun Wilson, the interceptions. So there we have it. Let's exit here. Yes, I'm sure. Let's get back to the menu and wrap this puppy up. Alright. Let's get over to the action screen. And there we go. 17-7 win. Will improve my record to 6-3. I was tied with the Colts for first in the AFC South coming into this, so I can do no worse than be tied for the lead coming out of this game. So nice victory there against the lowly Cleveland Browns. So that is going to do it. Before we go, once again, if you are interested in an online connected franchise league, head on over to iongamecorner.wix.com/iongc. Hit the Madden 15 page on the right hand side. That will give you all of the rules, info, and teams that are taken for both Xbox One and PlayStation 4 leagues. If you're interested in joining the Xbox One League, you want to contact me. My gamer tag is Arethius on Xbox Live. You can see it right there on your screen underneath the Jaguars logo. You can also reach me via email, iongamecorner@gmail.com, and also on Twitter @iongamecorner. For the PlayStation 4 League, you want to contact Nick. You can reach him on PlayStation Network, Kagone, Kagone. And you can also reach him on Twitter @NickOliveira87. So there you have it. Once again, 17-7 victory over the Browns here in week number 10. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this. You got any feedback, comments, questions, anything, feel free to contact me any of the ways I mentioned. Leave a comment here on Twitch or on YouTube when it's uploaded there. That's going to do it for week number 10. Thanks for watching again, and we'll catch you next time for week 11 of the 2015 season of the Emerald Madden League, Xbox One, Madden NFL 15.